I'm Giovanni and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that good old pickle and pasión. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Alright you guys, today I'll be talking about the 11-624 Alpha 1. Yeah, that's a mouthful, but trust me, this paddle is just as bold as its name. So some quick info on 11-624. The name actually came from the owner, David, winning a jelly bean contest, and you guessed it, the number of jelly beans in that jar was 11-624. David started this paddle company back in April of 23 because he had bought an expensive paddle thinking, like we all think, that the more you spend on something or the more expensive it is, the better quality it must be. But after only 3 months of playing with that paddle, it cracked. And thus, the paddle brand from North Carolina, 11-624, was born. Let's knock the specs out of the way real quick. So this is going to be a 16 millimeter paddle. It's 16.5 inches long. This is going to be a tapered edge. So it's going to veer out a little bit. It's going to start at 7.3 here at the base and then move its way up to 7.5 inches at the top. The grip length on this is surprisingly long. I measured it from the butt cap to where the tape meets the throat, and it's exactly 6 inches on the dot. And as usual, my favorite, 4 1/4 grip length. So the stock weight on this came in right at 8 ounces. I modded mine up to 8.5 using tungsten and then a 6 gram flick weight here at the base. So I did that to counterbalance because where I put my tungsten tape was actually up here at the 2 tops. Just because I felt like I needed a little bit more swing weight when I was trying to hit my forehands. So the face setup, this actually has 11-624's signature CFC layup. That's going to be fiberglass sandwiched in between 2 layers of T700 raw carbon fiber. And that CFC face layup is going to give your paddle some lightweight strength. And what that does is it gives you a really nice mixture of power, spin, touch, and then maneuverability. So first things first, this paddle looks sharp. I loved the aesthetics of this because I like that teal blue gradient that he's got going on. Comes with the gray edge guard, and then underneath this, underneath my overgrip that I have on here, is actually a gray grip. 11-624 definitely knows how to make something that stands out in your bag. But it's not just all looks, because I love the look of this paddle. Once you pick it up, you can tell that it's built solid, built premium. It has that confident, ready to go to war on the court feel. So now the Alpha 1 is kind of like that friend who's both quick with jokes and deadly serious in a game. Reviews all say the same thing. It hits hard when you need it to, but it's not a one-trick pony. You can still finesse your dinks and resets without feeling like the ball is flying on you. Honestly, I found it gave me a really nice balance. It had plenty of pop on drives, but I didn't lose any touch at the net. What I really enjoyed was the sweet spot. Super forgiving, which, as you know, means that when you don't hit dead center, the paddle doesn't punish you. Being real, I don't always hit the bullseye. I'm not always hitting it right in the sweet spot. And the Alpha 1 saved me more than a few times on the court. So the comfort and feel of this paddle, the handle feels really natural. It feels really good in your hand. It doesn't feel overly plush. It doesn't feel too skinny for your hand. The grip has just the right amount of tack for you to be able to pull off a tui or even your single hand, whether you like to choke all the way up and hit up here, you're in the middle, or you like to just hold on to that nub for dear life. And I did play with it for a couple of really long sessions, and honestly, I can actually say that after quite a few long sessions, I had no arm fatigue or even like cramping in my hand or anything like that. This is just a well-built handle. So now this paddle comes in at 150 bucks and is definitely worth it. This paddle just does everything right for me, and I really enjoyed this playtest. For 10% off, you can use one of my favorite 11624 ambassadors discounts codes, CHEUNG. That's CHEUNG for this or any other paddle on the site. So bottom line, if you're looking for a paddle that blends power with control, gives you a reliable sweet spot, and just feels good in the hand, the 11624 Huarache-X Alpha 1 might be your new best court buddy. It kind of feels like that player you always want on your team because he's dependable, powerful, but still smooth on the court. Definitely worth a play test if you were looking to upgrade your game. And guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more fun paddle breakdowns. Until next time though, you guys, keep dinking, keep laughing, and keep playing pickle with pasión.